And we are live. Let me fix the screen. How's it going, everybody? Why do I say that? How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Verbal on Life. My name is Noel. All right. I'm practicing doing a stream right now. I really want to talk about two things in this episode. Let me fix the Instagram. And we are live on Instagram. Good morning, everybody. So now I'm live on Facebook, Instagram, and Fisticuffs. Shout out to everybody on Fisticuffs. My name is Noel, and I'm taking over the channel. All right. So from now on, I'm just going to give you guys news. My ultimate channel is Verbal on Life, at Verbal on Life. I got to talk a little bit slower. I'm over here battling MS. I can still talk and walk, barely, but I can do it. So because I could talk and I can't walk, I'm going to use this time to talk to you guys, to make videos. On Verbal on Life, I'm up to 1,115 subscribers. So we're doing okay. I do not have 4,000 views yet. So that's something that I'm working on. But like I said, for this episode, we're going to talk about two things that I want to get off my mind. One thing is Taylor Swift. They're talking about that she's a psyop. That right now she's working for the government, and that I think it's KFC are going to win the NFL championship, and they're going to use her to endorse Biden. So like that, the Democratic Party can win. But that's going to be my second conversation. First thing I want to talk about is 6ix9ine, finally free. 6ix9ine is free in the Dominican Republic. Shout out to 6ix9ine. That's him. To me, 6ix9ine is all about entertainment. And he's good. He knows how to capture people's attention, how to capture the viewership. And I want to share this video because it's like having 6ix9ine on your show is getting views, just getting a bunch of views. And the amount of hate that he gets in the United States, it's amazing. And that's what we all got to be aware of, that whenever you become successful, hate just comes out of left field. You get more and more hate only because you're making it happen, because you're doing it. And I think 6ix9ine is one of those people that is doing it. He figured out the entertainment industry. Whatever business you're on, figure it out. And you're going to get a bunch of haters because you're figuring it out. Like, you're doing better than them. And with 6ix9ine is no different. I mean, except that he's doing everything in public, which I'm amazed. 6ix9ine is him. And I can't lie, I'm a fan. Here I'm going to share an episode that he actually went on a show in the Dominican Republic. And by the way, 6ix9ine is taking over the Dominican Republic right now. If you are on fisticuffs, what's fisticuffs? Let me look up the definition. I mean, originally Fisticuff is a boxing channel. Talk about boxing and everything that's going on in the ring. But let's use this channel to promote at Verbal on Life. I'm trying to get more and more subscribers. So if you're listening to me on Fisticuffs, go ahead and subscribe over to Verbal on Life so you keep getting the latest news on everything. All right? So real people, real talk. Giving you guys my honest opinion on everything that's going on. Again, back to 6ix9ine. Excuse me. I hope the audio is fine. Let me double check the audio real quick. Hello? Yeah, the audio is working. So this is good. Even the cough is coming out. So I'm doing good. I'm trying to set myself up here. So please work with me. Back to 6ix9ine. I'll give you guys a little backstory. When I was younger, people are very, what's it called? Protective of the music they listen to, or whatever they feel this music belongs to me, right? So the number of hate that 6ix9ine got here in the United States, it's amazing. Like, a lot of people just turned on him. I feel when I was younger, I'm talking elementary school. I'm an old man, by the way. I'm 45. and I'm 44, turning 45 this year. And when I was in elementary school, like I grew up in Harlem. Shout out to Harlem, 134th Street between Broadway and Amsterdam. Come see me. I grew up in Harlem, and everybody hated, let's say, Vanilla Ice, right? He's a rapper, a white rapper. So everybody hated him so much so that you got a bunch of people jumping on the bandwagon, and everybody now starts hating because it's a cool thing to do. So if you like him, you have to keep your mouth shut. Shut up, you stupid. That's not real music. And it's like, he actually sounds good. Now, I hated the fact being a sheep. So I got to go along with the flow because everybody hates him. So that was ugly. Talking about little kid stuff. Now that I'm an old man, I got to say it. 6ix9ine put on some very good music. He actually very entertaining. The type of guy that you could listen to. Here is a YouTube channel in the Dominican Republic that they spoke so evil of 6ix9ine. Like he's a bad guy. He's a woman beater. We all hate him. Hate. They'll just a bunch of hate. Everybody jumping on the bandwagon of let's hate this man. He went to jail for 8 days and they talked a lot of crap about him. Now, in this episode, they let 6ix9ine out of jail. And he showed up to this episode. He showed up to this show, and said hi to everybody, waved everybody's hand, was very cool with everybody. Like he's an entertainer, a famous entertainer. And all these people are hating on him. I'm going to play the clip and I'm going to translate to you guys what was said because it was a Spanish Dominican Republic show. Check it out.
Y usted tiene planes a futuro, que usted se quiere.
See that lady in pink? She spoke brutal against 6ix9ine. The number one hater right there. That's how she likes to talk. Right, that's 6ix9ine right there, arriving in a brand new car. See that? He just said what's up to the host of the show. Say hi to everybody and open the door to this guy called Pila. That's actually a guy dressed as a woman. So that's a trans activist. So a guy dressed as a woman, looking pretty, and he just arrived at the show like a normal dude after coming out of jail.
Porque acaba de entrar aquí a la cabina de Fogarate Tekashi 6ix9ine. Hola, ¿qué tal?
Bueno, hi to everybody.
La trajo la piba.
Daniel, ¿te puedes sentar?
Pero qué sexy con esos choritos aquí.
Oye, aquí está Tekashi. Bienvenido a Fogarate. ¿Cómo estás?
Aquí bien, vine a dejar la piri.
Ay,
La Piri, that's the name of the guy. Again, is a trans who's turning into a woman. I guess looks like a beautiful woman, but doesn't take away that that's a guy. So, and all those, even La Piri, even the guy that he just took there, he was cool with all of them. I guess to me, that's showing everybody how you're supposed to act.
Ese carro tan lindo. Bendiciones, Dios te lo bendiga
Abajo
mucho.
Piri lo estrenó antes que Yailin.
Antes que Yailin.
And by the way, that car, he bought it for his girlfriend as a gift. Who does that? A $300,000 gift, which the Dominican peso right now is like 58 to 1. So it's like $50,000. That's crazy. And just goes to show, man, he's a bigger person.
¿De cuándo que tú eres el transporte coral de la Piri? ¿Y eso? ¿Qué pasó ahí?
No, lo que dice la jefa, Yailin dice vete a dejar la Piri.
Y tiene que dejar la Piri.
Lo que diga la jefa, como debe de ser.
Óyeme,
mira, Amelia,
Tekashi, hablemos de estos ya días ya con Yailin, cómo anda todo.
Pero deja que le salude a Amelia.
Sí, yo le dije que no probaba. A ver, una para Ansel.
¿Te pidió una de una vez? Miércoles.
So everybody's super cool with the guy.
No,
Se está celebrando, mi amor, ese regalo que le hizo Tekashi a la Yailin. Por ahí dicen, Tekashi, no soy yo.
Sí.
Para que no venga a coger conmigo.
No, yo no voy a coger contigo.
Mira, por ahí.
And let me say this much also. This is all in the Dominican Republic. I'm thinking personally, I don't know that car is a rental. Like, why would you buy a car in the Dominican Republic, a country that's not your country? You know, we all know 6ix9ine is half Puerto Rican, half Mexican, born in the United States. So the Dominican Republic does not fit in to his equation. But let's see what he says.
Ahí
Casi te
dicen,
quiere.
Tecachi, que no, que eso es mentira, que eso es bulto y mareo.
Sí, tú sabes, la gente envidiosa. Es como, yo no,
She just asked him. People are saying out there that car is a lie, that it's just for show, that it's a rental. And he said, yeah, you know, people, they're jealous. I try not to convince people.
lo cojo mucho para eso porque tú sabes, hay gente que nunca va a ser feliz con su vida, ¿me entiendes?
There's people that are never going to be happy with their life. That's so true.
Y me dice Yailin ese día, tú sabes, yo me sentí tan agradecido que ella, sabe,
He said he was just happy that Jailin was there for him while he was in jail.
nunca me dejó solo en el proceso de
Nunca-
la cárcel y,
never
y
left
se
him
lo
alone.
mereció. ¿Desde cuándo me estaba preguntando ese carro? Porque yo tengo 2 de esos en Miami.
Ok.
Dos.
He said he got 2 of those cars in Miami. He already owns 2.
Tengo el 570 y el 720.
¿Qué
el
año
que
es
yo
ese,
le-
Tecachi, el que compraste? ¿Qué año
720?
es?
Creo que eso es el 18, pero lo pararon de producir en el... Yo pienso, porque el mío es del 2020, pero ya no lo producieron después de eso.
Ok.
El
Y
McLaren.
entonces tú decidiste adelantarte a la San Valentín, tú lo dijiste en el
Sí,
video.
yo pensé que era el único regalo, pero Yailin dice que eso no es el
She gave him that car for Valentine's, but it was like ahead of time. And his girlfriend is saying, yeah, but that's not all I want. I want more than that $300,000 car.
único que va a querer más.
El que quiere más.
¿Tú qué tú estás
He
pensando,
wants
Tecachi,
more.
Sabía
regalarle?
eso, que
¿Tú qué-
será su premio.
But that's a normal thing. That's all girls. Girls always want more and more and more.
¿Cuál
Oye.
pudiera ser
I
el
shouldn't say girls. Maybe I should say people. But the people we buy stuff for is girls.
próximo de las cosas que ella te ha dicho más o menos que le
Que ella
gustaría?
quiere.
Ella quiere muchas cosas, pero tú sabes.
She wants a lot.
Cacho, pero venga, ustedes se van a pasar San Valentín juntos aquí.
Donde quiera, nomás está con ella es lo importante, ¿me
No,
entiendes?
no hay problema
Aquí,
con que ella viaje para allá, no hay problema con eso.
Tecachi,
Ajá.
¿cómo te trataron esos días allá en la cárcel?
No,
Injustamente, yo lo vi injustamente porque no se vio prueba de nada.
Sí, ¿cómo te digo? Era cárcel, tú sabes, yo hago, no
Pero
que soy
aquí no es lo
carcelero, no lo mismo. En Estados Unidos es diferente, pero
Sí,
es inhumano, ¿me entiendes? La
Sí.
cárcel.
He just said, you know, the United States jail is a little bit different than the Dominican Republic jail, but just the idea of jail is inhumane. You know, the Dominican Republic is no different. Just being locked up is inhumane, and that's what he's describing. How New York is bad, but DR is even worse.
Es bien inhumano aquí.
¿Cómo te trataron, Tecachi, en la
The
cárcel?
Dominican Republic is even worse than New York. So you can only imagine. It's a third world country, and they had one in a special area where they have like famous people locked up, but still jail. You can only imagine how bad it is. They don't want jail to be a good experience. That's the truth. Right now, the guy's asking him, how did they treat you in jail? How did the other prisoners and everybody treat you in jail?
Cárcel,
Los presos que estaban ahí fueron amables contigo.
Sí, todo el mundo, amor. La República Dominicana me enseña siempre un amor
Everybody loved him.
unexplainable.
He said the Dominican Republic showed him love that's unexplainable. So everybody loved him while he was in jail. Everybody was cool. Everybody was nice. Guess nobody tried to take his manhood in jail.
Inexplicable.
Cuando tú saliste, Tecachi, la prensa te abordó y tú de una bonita forma decidiste agradecer a quienes te apoyaron.
He said when you get out of jail, you know, you try to thank the people that supported you while you were in jail.
Pero también hiciste como un llamado de que tú sentías como que había manos detrás, gente que te quería ver preso
daño.
y hacer daño.
Sí, porque es la verdad. Porque
The guy said you felt like there was people behind the scenes that wanted to hurt you, that wanted something bad to happen to you. Now 6ix9ine is explaining, yeah.
que cuando yo caí preso, te lo juro por mi madre que se muera.
When I went to jail,
por mi vida, por mis hijos que se mueran si estoy mintiendo. Nunca le puse la mano a doña Wanda.
You know, on me, on my mom, my wife, my kids. I never put my hands on that lady.
Eso fue una maldad.
So she did it on
Nunca,
purpose.
todo lo que te estoy diciendo, nunca he ponido cámara en Pamper, nunca tenía cámara en la casa.
He said, I ain't never put no damn camera on diapers. Because that was what the rumor, that he was putting cameras on diapers. Come on now. That
Nunca,
¿De dónde sacaron eso?
la querella entera era mentira. Cuando yo me paré ahí en la corte, encontré 17 fallos en la querella.
he said on the complaint, it was all lies. He said he found 17 lies in the complaint.
17 fallos, 17
17
mentiras.
falsehoods.
Wow.
Y yo le dije a la fiscalía titular, yo no sé cómo tú puedes dormir en la noche
And he told the lawyer, the opposing lawyer, I don't know how you sleep at night, knowing
sabiendo que tú
so
estás
many
haciendo
lies
maldad.
were on
Porque
the
una titular
documents.
llega a ser la titular por ser inteligente, por
Yeah,
estudiar.
she a smart lady. You know, you don't get to that position just because you want to. You're a smart person, and you could tell a lie when you see it. How could you proceed with the getting him to jail with all those lies, knowing that they were not true?
Claro.
Y tú sabes una mentira cuando tú la...
You
cuando tú la
understand a
escuchas.
lot when you see it.
Y para ponerte en esa posición, si yo soy la titular, yo ni me acerco. Yo digo, yo no me voy a montar a eso porque lo voy a perder. Ella se montó pensando que yo voy a ganar con una mentira, ¿me entiendes?
She should have like backed
Eso,
up and said, "I'm not doing it.
Dios lo ve
It's a
todo,
lie."
¿me entiendes? Dios lo ve todo. Pero
At
como
the end
yo
of the day,
digo,
God sees
mi
the
mamá
truth.
dice que tú suéltalo y déjalo en la mano de
¿Quién
Dios. que
estaba
Dios ya
detrás
tiene.
de Cachi de hacerte daño?
Tú sabes, la gente lo sabe.
He said, who was behind doing something wrong to you? And he said, people know. People know. I'm not even going to say names.
Quiero, porque yo soy un hombre. Un hombre cuando tiene un problema con un hombre se enfrenta al otro hombre, no se
Claro.
Wow. He said, I'm a man. And when a man has a problem with another man, you just go face to face with that individual.
¿Me entiendes? Ya. Cuando
That's
si yo sé que tú eres the type of person,
El tipo de persona.
el tipo de persona que vas a hacer cosas de
por detrás.
como tirar la piel, de coger la
De la
mano,
mano.
yo no quiero problema contigo. ¿Me entiendes?
He said, if you're the type of person that throws a rock and then hides your hand, trying to say that it wasn't you, he said, I don't want no problem with you. I don't even want to talk to you. He doesn't deal with those type of people. That's crazy. That's a lesson for everybody. Don't deal with those people that want to throw a rock and then hide their hands.
¿Entiendes por qué?
Déjate una cosa. Tú sabes que cuando tú estabas en tu proceso, cuando comenzó, la gente ha hablado muchas cosas.
By the way, that's the only guy that didn't really speak negatively about 6ix9ine, this whole going to jail and beating his wife ordeal. But then everybody else in that table was just flaming 6ix9ine, jumping on the bandwagon, saying that he's a bad guy.
En el caso tuyo, el que no te conoce, de afuera ve que tú eres una mala persona. Pero, por ejemplo, yo que conozco un par de los muchachos que trabajan contigo, ya hablan maravilla de ti.
Sí.
¿Por qué la gente te percibe así, como un tipo malo
No,
sin conocerte?
yo creo que soy una persona de una historia mal contada.
Exacto.
That sounds great what he just said. He said, I'm just an individual, part of a story poorly told. Like people talking crap about him. And that was deep. I'm just a victim of a guy who's in a story that's poorly told. People only talk negative about this man, and he just happened to be a victim of that. And the guy just said, exactly. You're all part of a story where you're the bad guy. That's deep. When you're like part of a story, then you're the bad guy and everybody sees that you're the problem. Woo! I could feel that.
¿Me entiendes?
Oye.
Pero yo siempre cuando hablo con pruebas. Yo me gusta la verdad. Mi mamá dice,
He said, when I talk, I just talk with proof. I love the truth.
mira, tú diciendo la verdad te librará. ¿Me entiendes? Y mi mamá me dice, tú malo, tú solo. Tú bueno, tú solo.
Claro.
His mother told him, when you do bad, you're alone. When you do good, you're alone. The truth is going to set you free. Just speak your truth.
Y como te digo, se lo dijo a la jueza también, una mentira siempre va a cambiar. Siempre. La verdad siempre se queda firme. Cuando tú dices
I like that. What he just said right there. You know, when you speak the truth is always steady. It's only one truth, right? But when you lie, the lie is going to change. You're not going to keep, or you're not going to stick to that lie because you're not going to remember what was it. So therefore, it's going to change. It's so much different than the truth. There's nothing to think about. When you're telling the truth, you don't think about it. You just say what's in your mind. And that's it. You broke the law, you broke the law. You didn't, you didn't. It's going to come out.
Una mentira, tú tienes que recordar esa mentira porque
Para poderla repetir.
para poderla repetir, ¿me entiendes?
You don't need to remember that lie, so you can repeat it. You could say it today, in a month, 6 weeks,
Como una mujer te dice,
6 months.
ve, ¿dónde tú estabas? Oh, yo llegué estaba yo en el casino, fui al hotel, boom. En las 3 semanas,
¿Dónde
a
tú
los 3
estabas?
meses, a los 6 meses, tienes que recordarte de esa mentira.
Claro.
No puedes decir, ve, yo estaba en el aeropuerto y después, oh, pero no que tú estabas
En el
allá.
hotel.
Es cierto.
La verdad, cuando tú la recuerdas, siempre se queda ahí porque no cambia.
Claro.
Tecachi, hablando de
He just gave a great example. You know, it's like a woman telling you one thing today, you ask her again in a couple of months, the truth is always going to stick to what she originally said. When you lie, you're going to have to switch it up, or you will switch it up, and that's when it's going to be obvious that you lied. Smenden's a psychologist breaking everybody down there.
mentira, se dijo que la operación de Wanda, por un lado, la pagó, tu abogado dijo que la pagaste tú, de ellos dijeron que
No.
fue intercambio. ¿Quién pagó la operación de Wanda?
No, yo no me meto en eso. Yo sé,
honesto.
yo
Who paid for Wanda's operation? You know, his girlfriend's mother had like liposurgery, and he said, I didn't pay for that, and I have no clue.
nomás sé que no fui yo.
No fuiste
¿entiendes?
tú.
Tú
Muy
no
bien.
pagaste
No, el
operación.
abogado
No.
dijo que como
Pero
tú le-
si me tocaba, lo hago porque familia es familia, ¿me
Sí.
entiendes?
But if she wanted me to pay, I would have, but it wasn't him.
¿Por qué, Tecachi, tú
Tú
piensas
eres muy
que...
honesto.
¿Por qué tú
Sí.
piensas, Tecachi, que doña Wanda y el abogado Andrés no asistieron? Porque mucha gente quiso vincular de que ellos no asistieron porque aceptaron dinero.
No, Dios lo sabe todo. No, yo no
God
puedo
knows
decir,
it
oh,
all.
lo hicieron porque no, yo no sé. Yo no me importaba nada, de nada. Quién apareciera, quién no apareciera, porque yo sabía la única persona que yo tenía importante ahí, que yo necesitaba ahí, fuera Yailin para decir la verdad. Y ahí llegó.
Y ahí estuvo.
Wow.
Mira, hablando de eso, Tecachi, tú sabes que a pesar de que ha pasado tantas cosas contigo y Yailin públicamente, la gente
The number one
siempre
hater.
te apoya tanto que cada vez que tú caes preso, siempre van allá a defenderte desde afuera.
Sí.
¿No entiendes tú que ahora esto que ha pasado es una oportunidad para ustedes como pareja mostrarle otra cara a su público?
Claro.
Que
She trying to say, you know, every time you do something wrong, so many people show up to court, outside the court, inside, like they love you and everything you do, and they love you guys, you and your girlfriend. Don't you think you should show the public something different? Show them how it's done? Don't you think you should change? So he's trying to say, is he?
lo vea a ustedes más.
Nosotros hablamos, Piri está ahí siempre. Yo trato de hablar con Jay personalmente, como sin ella tocar el celular, sin yo distraer, sentarnos y hablar seriamente.
He says, you know, I try to talk to her, and we do talk. You know, just me and her one-on-one, no phone, no camera, it's just conversation between me and her.
Porque yo le dije a Yailin, en los 8 meses que nosotros estamos, nosotros no podemos, they could do a marathon
Pueden hacer un maratón de la vida de ustedes.
de una serie, ¿me
Sí.
entiendes? Y yo le digo, yo no quiero hacer esto y en un mes no estar juntos, ¿me entiendes? Eso, como me siento como gasté mi tiempo.
It's crazy. He said, I don't want to do this for 8 months. We've been dating. I don't want to break up with you and then feel like I wasted my time. It's crazy. He's dating a girl who has a baby by his number one op, which is another rapper. So that young lady had just went from one rapper to another.
Y tú gastaste tu tiempo.
God bless her.
Y como digo, sí, yo no lo vamos a hacer para el público, para la gente, para
Ujú.
enseñarles, oh, mira, ¿qué hicimos? Yo siempre le digo a ella, lo tenemos que hacer para nosotros. Si en de verdad es lo que tú quieres y lo que yo quiero, lo vamos a hacer para nosotros, no para nadie. pero para nosotros.
Pero van a buscar ayuda, Tecachi, de psicólogo, como pareja, como matrimonio.
Mira, yo,
But you know, I like what he said. We're going to do this relationship for us, not for the public. And it's a little bit tricky because a lot of times I wonder, is he doing this for views or marketing? You know, but the man knows how to talk. He just said to them that him and his girlfriend spoke about it, and we're going to do everything for ourselves. We're not doing this for the public. I'm not doing a relationship for everybody else. We're here because we want to be with each other. That's crazy.
yo estoy viendo un psicólogo desde los 13 años.
No.
The guy just said, "Are you going to see a psychologist?" And he's like, "I've been seeing a psychologist since I was 13."
Tecachi, mira, te voy a decir algo por experiencia.
Sí.
Buscar ayuda profesional entre
She's like a know-it-all. She knows all the answers to all the problems.
pareja no es malo.
Qué bueno.
Eso lo ayuda a
Ujú.
los dos por la ira. Son jóvenes los dos. Tienen formaciones aparentemente iguales.
Y se quieren.
Y se quieren
Ujú.
mucho. Esto simplemente lo va a ayudar a ustedes a manejar. No que sean perfectos, porque no hay relaciones perfectas. Eso es mentira. Lo que están en las redes sociales comentando.
Here you go. She's giving tips about get yourself a psychologist because no relationship is perfect and this is only going to help. Don't do this for the social media because they want to comment. Everybody likes to comment and talk about it, but it'll be good for him to get a psychologist.
Eso es mentira. Uno, cuatro paredes, uno siempre tiene su
Claro.
discusioncito y su cosita con su pareja. Pero esto a los dos lo puede ayudar mucho.
Sí, no, yo sé, como digo, yo nunca me gusta planear la cosa. Cuando tú planeas, todo no va according to,
De acuerdo al plan.
sí,
Ujú.
yo fluyo.
He said he doesn't
Pero
like
sí,
to plan, just flow.
No hay una persona en este mundo que puede llegar a la relación de yo y ella y decirnos qué es el problema y qué tenemos que hacer. La única que están ahí durmiendo juntos, comiendo juntos, en la cama, haciendo lo que sea, cagando juntos, bañándonos juntos, es
Son
nosotros.
ustedes dos.
Pues
Ujú.
si queremos estar juntos, tiene que venir entre los dos. No.
He said nobody can tell us how to live, what to do. We're the ones that are together, that have to poop together, that have to shower and eat together. We're the only one that can decide whether we should stick around or not.
Por una persona decir,
Y si deciden buscar ayuda, tiene que ser algo de ustedes dos.
Sí.
No que lo diga yo
Solamente,
ni que lo diga
claro.
nadie.
Deben
Una decisión de los
hacerlo,
dos.
Sí.
porque tú mismo dijiste en un live que ella debería buscar ayuda. Entonces,
Sí.
es recomendable que
pero
ambos...
yo dije eso porque yo quisiera, pero si ella no quiere, no se puede forzar. Tiene
Sí.
que venir de ella.
De ella,
Exacto.
de
Ella
verdad.
decir, ve,
Claro.
Vamos a hacerlo.
vamos a hacerlo.
Pero,
Tecachi, tú sabes
Yailin,
que
hazlo.
se ha dicho
I like that. He just said, I can't tell her what to do. I can't tell her to go get a psychologist and go get help. I may want to do it, but it comes out of you if you want to do it. You're a grown adult. Ain't nobody making you do nothing. That's pretty good.
muchas cosas. Yo te voy a preguntar frente a la Piri. ¿En algún momento tú te molestaste por algo que dijo la Piri aquí en el programa?
Look at that. Did you get mad at what she said about you in the program?
¿Tú sabes cuántas cosas dicen de mí? Yo me curo.
He said, so many people talk shit about me. I just laugh.
Tú me ves, yo llego, Piri, tú me ves con seguridad.
No.
Nunca. Yo ando en la calle así,
Claro.
hasta abajo de la ventana, ¿sí o no?
Sí.
A todo el mundo.
He walks around by himself, no security. He lowers the window. He don't care.
Yo ando así, yo no me importa, alguien me puede vocear algo, pero si tú no me ves salir del carro o
Ujú.
hazme reto, sal del carro o algo así, yo no me molesta de nada.
Si no
Tú
te
me-
desafía.
Tú puedes ser payaso, rata, va a hablar, lo que tú quieras. Si tú me afrentas como un hombre, nos vamos a la
Claro.
trampa y ya.
Ven acá,
Ujú.
dentro de eso,
That's crazy. If you see me as a man and you want to fight one-on-one, then we do it. And that's it. It's crazy because he just got beat up in Florida. It looks like he doesn't care. That's having balls.
yo siempre he dicho aquí, si tú ves el programa, lo sabes, que para mí tú has sido el verdadero padre de Catal ella porque eres tú que estás con ella 24/7, eres tú que la tratas. Y papá para mí es el que te cría.
Mira,
Entonces,
yo
¿cómo
You're trying to use the term father. I feel like you're a father for that daughter because you're the one that's there as a man 24/7. And check out what 6ix9ine says.
tú te sientes?
ese tema de verdadero papá y todo eso, yo no toco. Yo sé que soy el hombre en su vida. ¿Me entiendes?
See that? He just said, I don't touch that theme. I don't talk about being a father in her life. I'm just the man that happens to be there at the moment.
Yo no toco título de papá, yo soy tu papá.
He doesn't believe in titles and he doesn't go into that, like I'm your father, blah, blah, blah.
Yo soy el que te crió. El que me crió a mí fue mi padrastro, que es mi papá. Él nunca me dice,
Like the man that raised me was my stepfather. And he never said to me, I'm your father.
yo soy tu papá.
Ujú.
Él hace las cosas de papá y en haciendo esas acciones,
Uno
tú
lo
no me
asume.
tienes
Wow.
que decir. Tú
Wow.
no me
Uno
tienes
como-
que decir.
See, as a stepfather, he never said, I'm your father. It just his actions is the only thing that spoke about him being a father. And you don't have to say it. You just gotta do your duty. What you really mean, do your actions. So then you don't really have to say, I'm your father when you're doing the job.
decir.
Uno como hijo asume que ese es tu papá.
Sí,
Y mira,
porque
yo creo que con eso que
una
tú estás
perso-
diciendo, Tecachi,
Ujú.
con eso que tú estás diciendo, va a cambiar la percepción de mucha gente, porque
Sí.
tú estás
No,
haciendo...
no que la percepción, mira,
The guy just said that what you're just saying right there is going to change the perception from a lot of people. And he's saying, I don't care about the perception of a lot of people. It's not what he's doing it.
yo te puedo decir, a ti, mira, esto es todo lo que yo hago,
Ajá.
He said, I could do a laundry list of all the stuff that I do.
¿verdad? Pero yo te estoy diciendo de mi vida, tú viéndome, oh, que yo canto,
But I'm just telling you about my life versus you just looking at my life, that I'm a musician, that I make music, that I
que
sing.
yo ayudo a la gente, que yo hago esto, el otro. Tú me defines, tú ya ves por tú que yo
Ujú,
hago,
ujú.
¿me entiendes? Y eso es cosa de papá. Cuando tú estás ahí, te ven, te sienten,
Claro.
calentar la casa, ¿me
Ujú.
entiendes? Duermen.
Cuidala.
When you're there, you know, kids see that. They see you. They see that you're the one there, that you're the one coming home, that you're the one showing love.
Cuidarla. No necesitan de un bote de leche,
They don't
de
need
pamper, no
any more milk
necesitan
or
de
Pampers
comida.
or
Tú
food.
la ves a esa niñita
Claro.
saludable,
Gordita.
Ujú.
y feliz.
Sí.
Sí.
Ella no,
And happy.
tú ves, Piri, ella no
Claro.
llora para
No
nada.
llora.
O sea, que
Esa
todo
niña
eso
está
que
lo
han
más
querido
feliz.
inventarse de que Chelino la cuida y tú lo desmientes totalmente. Yo que soy periodista, y cuando uno
Piri,
tiene...
¿qué hora tú te fuiste a la casa ayer? ¿Tú estabas en la casa? ¿Qué hora te
Sí,
fuiste?
a las 11.
Yo y Catalina
Hola,
dormimos
man.
antes que todo el mundo.
Sí.
Nosotros estamos dormidos. Yailin estaba despierta, Piri, creo. Yo no me recuerdo. Yo sé que yo tenía un sueño demasiado. Y yo y Cata nos dormimos. Y el mundo estaba ahí en la sala. Pero yo tenía sueño. Pero la gente ve eso.
Te decía Tecachi, que
He just said he wants to bed early with the baby because he was just sleepy. He doesn't do things for others, you know. He knows where he stands in the relationship with that young lady. He doesn't need a title. I'm not your father. I'm just happen to be the man there at the moment.
cuando uno tiene la oportunidad de tener...
Dime, ve.
Ah,
Oye.
Yailin está llamando.
His girlfriend
Sí,
just called.
vine a saludar Piri y eso. Y después ya me voy. Oíste, ya voy.
Dile que te dé
Yailin está
break.
llamando.
Lo controla.
Tecachi,
Señores.
Tecachi, Tecachi, se va.
Que salga de
Bueno,
aquí.
ojalá se pueda,
And it's over.
ojalá
Bye.
se pueda repetir la visita de
Lo mandó a
Tecachi.
sacar de aquí.
Mira, ya-
Eso es cuando una mujer controla, señores. Lo
Pero tú
controla.
¿Tú viste?
Pero una cosa, yo quedé mala.
Bueno, la pregunta que yo tenía para
Sal de
Tecachi.
ahí.
His girlfriend
Yes,
just
it
called.
was-
Look at the man calling the Dominican Republic. That's crazy.
Tecachi era que me aclarara lo que se dijo de que su
That was crazy. So I guess his baby mother called and said, where are you? You need to come home. And he did just that. Like, I feel like that was planned. He probably told her, call me so I can get out of here. So I have to stay here. But that's 6ix9ine's truth, you know. Being a stepfather is a little bit difficult, you know. I think it does help the fact that 6ix9ine had a stepfather. A lot of people got stepfathers and they understand that relationship. I think a lot of things that he does is from that understanding. How you're supposed to act, how you're supposed to be as a stepfather. And that's what he's showing that little girl. Because otherwise you wouldn't understand, you know. Growing up, all I hear is being a stepfather is the worst thing you could be. I wouldn't marry a girl with the got kids. Stay away from those women. That's kind of the conversation that I would hear from other people, you know. But the point of view that he took, I always question myself, why would he get himself with a young lady from a third world country that already has a baby and a baby father who's well off? Why doesn't he just get another girl that's in America, you know, with less baggage? But like you just heard him say, you know, that's his relationship. They understand each other. They know what they're doing. And he feels comfortable in that relationship. And which is the hard thing to find. Finding an individual that you're comfortable with is a little difficult. But again, a lot of people hate 6ix9ine. So you know what? I'm not going to jump on that bandwagon. I'm not part of that crew. I'm not going to say because everybody hates him, I hate him. I like his music. I think his music is great. Let me see if I can play some of his music here. And the man is entertaining. And I think as an old man, you know what? I'm going to just speak the truth. I got no fear of losing people who don't agree with me, only because, or mainly because, you got to reach a point in life where you got to stand on your own. You know, you can't just go with the flow, go with the team. Like if everybody says one thing, you're going to go with what they say, especially when it comes to music. So 6ix9ine, he did 8 days in jail in the Dominican Republic. He actually went and surrendered to the officials over there. And to get out, they charged him 30,000 pesos, which is the equivalent of $500. I'm like, wow, that's so cheap. And for him, it's cheap. You know, he's the kind of guy who drives around a McLaren. He got 3 McLarens. Well, 2 officially, and then that one in the Dominican Republic, which might be rented. But let's just say that's his because he says it is. A man with 3 McLarens, $500 is a joke, I think. But that's what they charge him to let him out. Now, to get out the country, let's see what happens. You know? But again, story from when I was younger, everybody jumped up against Vanilla Ice. So I sort of had to jump with them because it's like, you know, when you're a little kid and you're trying to not get any enemies, you want to get the team on your board with you. You sort of follow along, which was bad. Not following along anymore. We're old. I live by myself. I came over here. I moved out of the state, moved out of Harlem. I thought Harlem was it. Like, I like my apartment in Harlem. You know, again, grew up in 134th Street, 525. So many bad things, and I thought that was the norm for everybody. And now that I live outside of Harlem, wow, the world is beautiful. There's a lot of nice people out there. I moved all the way over here to PA. Like, Jesus, you guys live good. Bought myself a 3-floor mansion. Got this movie theater sitting behind me. Yeah, doing great. I get to play video game, get to play Mortal Kombat here. I invite people over. People don't want to come over. Hey, it ain't going to make me cry. Because I'm over here just enjoying myself, trying to survive. Again, if you're listening to this video, my name is Noel. Been live for 38 minutes. Been trying to talk for a long time because talking takes practice. You know, growing up, everybody wanted to finish high school. A lot of people dropped out because they wanted to follow other dreams, like get easy money, go into entertainment or athletics. And then it's like, here I am. I'm 5'7". I'm super short. I can't do athletics. I don't know how to entertain people. I'm going to go to college. So being the only one that goes to college is a little tough because like you're the only one that could relate to what the hell you're talking about. Everybody else is like, college is stupid. You dumb. You mad dumb. So I'm like, you know what? I want to do my own thing. Just walk away from this craziness. Once college graduated, got a good job. You know what's funny? Here's a story. at every job, I didn't get along with other employees. My best friend in every job that I got like 6 different jobs, was the payroll secretary. And it's like the payroll secretary, I will become great friends with them without talking much, like without saying much, just with my actions, just what I would do with them, which is not bring them any problem, saying hi, how you doing, asking them, is there anything I could do for you? Anything they will ask me to do, I would say yes in a heartbeat. My only friend at my job was the payroll secretary. So there was no telling them no. And then as a result, what did I get out of it? Overtime. I worked a lot of overtime. I wanted to work overtime. Overtime means overtime pay. My pay in overtime was like $60 an hour. For me, it was a lot. You know, I got friends that make over $100 an hour, 200. A lot of professionals. When you go to college, that's big money. But for me, $60 an hour was a lot. Towards the end, I was making like $75 an hour in overtime, working overtime. That was the payroll secretary was my best friend because of that. They knew the payroll secretary was in charge of finding individuals who work overtime shift, right? So they would go around asking different employees, hey, can you work overtime? A lot of employees would say no. As a matter of fact, if not all of them would say no. So that will make their job more difficult. So then I built a relationship with the payroll secretary. So I will be the first guy they will go to and say, listen, I need you to work these hours. Can you do it? And I would say yes. No, in a heartbeat. Skip my lunches, skip late hours, anything. Let's do this. So we'll get that extra check. But then I never became really good friend with other employees. So shout out to all the payroll secretaries. They know who I am. That's a quick story. I think that's how I made a lot of my money. Just, you know what? Let's make it happen. I'm not lazy. I can't. And it's funny because now I didn't notice I was developing MS. Now I got multiple sclerosis, which takes away my walking. Now I'm tired all the time. I got no energy. I got no strength. I could barely talk, you know? And that's so funny. It's like, really? But when I did have energy, not afraid to work, I would just put in the work. Let's do this. And other employees, you know, one other thing that I didn't like is that another thing that I would get with the payroll secretary will be I always get my raises on time and moving up. Like I will move up at every job and get better and better pay and get a better and better position. So by the time I finished, I was at $110,000. It's crazy. I would never imagine. For a lot of my college friends, $110,000 is like a starting position. But for me, I finished my career at $110,000. That's a lot of money for me. So shout out to the payroll secretary for helping me get that far. It's funny, they were like any form that I had to fill out, they will fill it out for me. Let me know how it's done properly. It's crazy, crazy situation. And that's what I suggest. Just work hard. Like while we're here, while we're even working, we're going to make money. All these people, intellectuals about, especially in New York, a lot of people are like, well, it's not worth my time. I need my free time. I need to be respected. I mean, I'm getting respected. Just give me my hour and send me that check. You know how much I did with that check? I traveled all over the world. I got a chance to go to Europe 2 summers back to back. A month in Europe. That means a month in July. Pretty hot, but all right, let's move on. So I've been on for 44 minutes. Next, Snoop Dogg is supporting Donald Trump.
Tippity Doo Dog has just endorsed Donald Trump.
Start World War III! What's up, guys? Boy, Benny. Elon's razor says that the most entertaining outcome is also the most likely, and we love being entertained, and we love when the salty liberal tears of MSNBC fill our cup. And so it is with great honor that we wish to say, with prayerful consideration, that we are proud to be featured in this article calling Meek Mill a MAGA influencer. Rapper Meek Mill and Charlamagne the God are helping push MAGA messaging. Look, Meek Mill used our tweet. Isn't that great? Wait till y'all see who the black people are voting for. Oh my goodness, Meek Mill. What are you saying here? And look at these numbers. 5,000 retweets, 10 million views. Oh no. What's going on here? It seems like there's a very interesting realignment, and MSNBC is really upset about that. And again, thank you for the extra sodium. Your tears, they taste like sweet summer gumdrops. There's a strange realignment happening right now where Donald Trump is like low-key getting endorsements from some of the most unlikely people imaginable. At the very least, some of the biggest people and some of the biggest stars are hedging that Donald Trump will become president, and maybe that wouldn't be a bad thing, ladies and gentlemen. So check this out. This guy named Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Johnson is otherwise known as The Rock. The Rock decided to, live on Fox, straight up brag about how big Donald Trump's entrances are at the UFC. Now, we've played these clips a lot. You've seen them, of course, 35,000 people, all of them standing up, roaring for Donald Trump as he walks into the ring with Dana White, Kid Rock, Tucker Carlson, and Madison Square Garden, the bluest place on planet Earth. The Rock stuns Fox News reporter by effusively praising Donald Trump and how beloved he is in the ring, something The Rock knows something about, of course.
Donald Trump is another one that, again, you got a lot of followers. A lot of people just follow the masses, follow the flow. But I learned, like I said, first it was Vanilla Ice, then it's 6ix9ine, like, hey, we don't follow this guy, and now Donald Trump. But slowly but surely, people are realizing that, yo, Donald Trump is actually a good guy, a good president. He was the best president we ever had. So I refuse to follow along with everybody. Jump on the same bandwagon as the group think that we don't like Donald Trump. Well, guess what? I don't exactly agree. The man done great things for this country. Amazing.
How about that ovation Trump gets when he walks out? The fans go big. He's big, no question. The Rock calling Donald Trump big? Huh? What timeline are we in? This is the guy, isn't this the guy that endorsed Joe Biden? Watch.
Donald Trump, he has a long history with WWE. What does it mean that both the WWE audience and the UFC audience seem to have such an appreciation or celebration of Donald Trump?
Red states, we sell out. Blue states, we sell out.
Yeah.
It's not what we're focused on. What we're focused on is the in-ring product and how it delivers to the fans. And if politicians,
Glass,
fans
my
of our
eyes
product,
hurt.
they're welcome.
You got The Rock. You want Donald Trump back in the ring at WWE?
Listen, Rock against Donald Trump. I don't know how well that
Yeah.
will work out in the ring for Donald Trump.
How about that ovation he gets though when he comes out?
I know President
New York City.
taking his octagon side seat for UFC.
Oh, big ovation, Trump. Yeah, no question.
That's what I'm talking about. It's
They go Trump.
So Trump is the biggest thing available. He's like a money hungry. You know what? I see 6ix9ine and Trump the same thing. They're like a money train going around and just getting money everywhere they go. And then you got a bunch of people that just want to talk negative about him. If anything, that just gives them more fuel, more energy, and gets them even stronger. Now we got Taylor Swift. Is Taylor Swift really a psyop? Check this video out.
How we did it, then everyone would do it. Then our enemies would do it. We can't let our enemies get their hands on this.
Get their hands on what? Dude.
Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. Everybody agrees.
What's up, guys? Boy, Benny. We often talk about politics on this channel, but we always find ourselves inexorably talking about culture. That is because the two topics are linked. Politics is downstream of culture, my mentor used to say. His name was Andrew Breitbart. He came from Hollywood, and he's a very, very smart man. Andrew Breitbart knew what many other smart people know, which is that the nexus of how Americans see themselves and what they believe is actually formed in media, Hollywood, celebrity culture, entertainment culture, music industry, sports industry.
Yeah.
You could call that the cultural nexus, the cultural creators of our nation. They're very, very powerful, very influential. And so that is why some of the more pernicious oligarchical forces inside of our culture, the regime, in the year the CIA was formed, Pentagon established the position of entertainment liaison officer. The CIA, something absolutely spectacular happened until George Soros bought all of the rights to her music. This is real.
To purchase my music outright. My entire catalog was sold to Scooter Braun's Ithaca Holdings in a deal that I'm told was funded by the Soros family, 23 Capital, and the Carlyle Group.
Taylor Swift really didn't like this. She was quite upset about it. She made public statements about how angry she was that George Soros had weaponized his billions in order to buy her music. But ladies and gentlemen, was this one of the largest influence operations in world history?
Yeah.
Let me give you some information to back this up. So one, Vivek Ramaswamy, who former presidential candidate, pretty powerful, influential dude himself, tweeted, I wonder who's going to win the Super Bowl next month. And I wonder if there's a major presidential endorsement coming from an artificially culturally propped up couple this fall. Just some wild speculation over here. Let's see how it ages over the next 8 months. Oh, that's created headlines like this. Vivek Ramaswamy claims the Super Bowl will be rigged in order to set the stage for Taylor Swift's endorsement of Joe Biden.
That would be crazy if the Super Bowl is rigged.
Oh, baby. This has caused some of the more cortisol enraged, engorged, apoplectic, seizure-having, heart palpitation commenters on the internet, of course I'm talking about Meghan McCain, to screech whatever nutjob Republicans are floating ugly and insane conspiracy theories about Taylor Swift are total idiots. I know that Ben and I are pulling for a Super Bowl engagement and support her and Travis. Let them live their America's golden couple. Interesting that McCain may potentially be involved in, knowingly or unknowingly, in an intel psyop. Wouldn't that be? Isn't that interesting? So, who is correct here? Is it Meghan McCain or is it Jack Posobiec and Vivek? Well, I'm sure you already know which side of this argument I'm going to come down on, but it's worth presenting to you the evidence and the facts, ladies and gentlemen, as we've already covered. The politically amorphous, politically agnostic Taylor Swift is very, very smart, by the way. You gain a ton of audience by not going super political, right? Especially if you're an entertainer or a Hollywood celebrity or somebody who's in the public entertainment eye. Taylor Swift decided to, it gets worse. Taylor Swift endorses Joe Biden for president. Swift has largely stayed out of politics before 2018 out of fear of isolating her audience. Ladies and gentlemen, what was the catalyst for Taylor Swift jumping into politics? Oh, lucky for us, it's on film.
So you think Taylor Swift comes out against Trump?
I don't care if they write that. I'm sad that I didn't 2 years ago, but I can't change that. I'm saying right now that this is something that I know is right, and you guys, I need to be on the right side of history. And if he doesn't win, then at least I tried.
The right side of history.
The right side of history. Makes a million songs about bad choices in men, endorses Joe Biden. So the memes are great. The memes are great. The tweets weren't, by the way. So in case you're wondering exactly how psyop-y all of this is, since when did Taylor Swift care about the mail? Like the post office? Are those two things that you connect together? Probably same IQ, your post office little blue box plus Taylor Swift. Probably similar IQ levels. Nonetheless, I'm talking about like the box you drop the letters into. No, I'm just joking.
I'm fast forward.
Very peculiar little story. There's this dude named Travis Kelce. Now, no one even knows who the hell this guy is. And I don't pretend to be an NFL fan. I don't watch NFL games. I don't go to NFL games. But I don't know Travis Kelce. I know he's a tight end. Since when has a tight end been famous? Not.
Okay, so Kansas City, if predictions are true, Kansas City is going to win the Super Bowl, right? Because that football player endorses Bud Light, and you got Taylor Swift. After they win, they're probably going to bring out Joe Biden and declare that Taylor Swift endorses Joe Biden. That's going to be crazy. If that prediction comes out true, whoa, the media is on the side of the Democratic Party. That's going to be crazy. All right, we only got like 6 more minutes, 5.5. I'll play a little bit more and then I'm going to sign out.
very often, to be honest with you. Tight ends are not like celebrities, okay? Like tight ends are effectively like glorified linemen that occasionally catch a ball. Well, like Travis Kelce was not and is not a big time celebrity. And I'm a guy who like really follows cultural trends very closely. Yet lo and behold, this guy out of nowhere suddenly starts getting massive Bud Light deals right after the Dylan Mulvaney brand immolation self-destruction. This is desperate. Bud Light is mocked over new ad featuring Travis Kelce. Men grunting. And imagine being that person. How do you live with yourself, truly? Was dating Taylor Swift. Out of nowhere. Mr. Bud Light, Mr. Pfizer, rolls through and starts dating the person who is like suddenly this one chick. And by the way, I've been alive in America for 37 years. I've been paying attention for a very long time. Never in my life have I seen a more ubiquitous, seemingly utterly out of nowhere presence of.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna leave it there. Last 5 minutes. Again, so fisticuffs. I'm making this video in order to practice live streaming. Live streaming is not an easy thing. Talking for a long time is not an easy thing. Here I am battling MS and doing my best to do this on a regular basis. Just go ahead and stream, let you guys know what I'm thinking. That last story, Taylor Swift being a psyop or being used by the government, so like that. Even the Super Bowl is being used by the government so that the Kansas City wins the Super Bowl and Taylor Swift announces that she supports Biden. So like that, more votes will go towards Biden. I don't think he's going to win. I don't think it's going to work. But if that prediction comes true, that says a lot about the Super Bowl. That, whoa, all this is rigged. We are in trouble. So not in trouble, but that means the sports and media, we already know media is infiltrated by the government because they are going above and beyond the Call of Duty to take down Trump. Like the only reason we're voting for Biden is because we don't like Trump, but not because we like Biden. We don't like anything that he's doing. He got the open border. By the way, he doesn't need a Congress deal to close down the border. He could just go ahead and sign the papers, send the military to close down the border, to do something, but he doesn't want to. So that's a whole another conspiracy theory. Why is he letting so many people in? What are they trying to do? Like, we got more people coming in than kids are being born in this country. So what are we doing? The change of time? This is part of the reason why we need Donald Trump to come over here and fix this. I just pray to God that he brings Vivek into his team. I don't know how, but you know, Vivek is like a lawyer, a billionaire, a very, very smart dude from Harvard or wherever he came from. And he could do a lot. Plus, he got to get ready to be the president in 2028. And that's what we need moving forward. All right, last 2 minutes of the stream. But yeah, like I said, Noel, on Fisticuffs. Fisticuffs means fighting. Please go to @Verbal on Life and subscribe. Give it a like. Watch some of the videos. I need more watch time. I need more hours. So your support is greatly appreciated. I'm going to be streaming on Fisticuffs. I don't know which time I'm going to be streaming exactly. You know, the previous hosts used to post a lot of videos. But instead of posting a lot of videos, I'm going to do a lot of live streams. Live stream is a skill. Talking for a long time is a skill. And me being an introvert, it's a little bit difficult to talk. And you know why I was an introvert? Because I had MS and I didn't know what was wrong with me. Like why I can't walk like everybody, why I can't talk like everybody. Now, after I got diagnosed when I was 36 years old. At 36, I was told that I got MS. I'm like, finally, at least I know what's the problem, why I can't jump and talk and run. But, all right, I'm going to say peace out. Again, hopefully I got your support. I get you guys coming. And you like some of the information that I provided. With that, I'm going to end the stream. Thank you very much. Hopefully you watch all the way to the end, almost an hour, and peace. Let me end the stream right now. Thank you very much, everybody, for your support. Peace. I said peace like 100 times.